Jeez. Oh, that's not the song I wanted to play. We have to do this again. I got so excited. I got too excited. Jeez. Hi, Eze. How are you? Hi, Auntie Adrian. Jeez. How's everyone doing this lovely Tuesday evening? Hi, Goldust. I'm alright, you know, I'm not too bad. Hey, Pat. Hiya. Hey, Gabby. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Talks with Noelle. And yeah, like I said to you guys last week, we are halfway through the season. We are halfway through Talks with Noelle, the pilot season. I actually believe I was meant to have, next week's meant to be the last episode. However, thanks to my team and God being on my side, we've been able to extend. But we've only extended by one episode. But I mean, it's better than nothing. So next week won't be the last episode. We actually have one more episode. We have 2 more episodes after this. So praise Jesus. So yes, we have 2 more episodes. Like I said last week, we will be talking about purpose today. And I think purpose is a very, very important topic, especially in this day and age. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I actually sit there and I think, like, am I actually walking in my purpose? Like, am I doing what I'm meant to be doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, is this what I was destined to do? Is this where I was destined to be at this particular point in time right now? Is this what I'm meant to be? Is this what I'm meant to be doing? Do you know what I'm saying? So I think purpose is a very, very important topic that needs to be addressed. Not only purpose in terms of where you are in your career or spiritually, but purpose in terms of everything that you're doing. It's very important that you know that, you know, whatever you're doing is purposeful. So when I was doing research about this topic and I thought I wanted to talk about, I thought, what is purpose? I mean, people define purpose in different ways, but according to the dictionary, nobody shout at me because this is what the dictionary says in it. So before you lot start at me and all of that, it says purpose is what creates true happiness, but it's not enough to have purpose yourself. You have to create a sense of purpose for others. Finding meaning in your career takes more than just helping yourself thrive. And I think that's a very important one because like I said, today we're going to talk about purpose in terms of your career and, you know, if you've actually found purpose. So today I have 2 guests. My first guest will be Gabrielle Louise, who is already online. She'll be my first guest. So she actually started off as first time I met her, she was in the music game. So she was like in the music industry. She was doing artist management, and as I've got to know her over the years, she's doing so many things. I don't think she's heavily involved in the music scene as much anymore, but you know, she does production assistant / she does so many things. But one thing that I know and I love that she's doing right now is she's a mompreneur. Is that how you say it? I can't even embarrass myself on live. I can't pronounce that word. When Gabby comes on here, she'll pronounce it. But yeah, she's one of those things. And she's doing really good stuff for like young moms and like single mothers and all of that. Yeah, so she has this fitness thing that she does, which she'll talk about. So it was a transition from, she initially started from music. Don't laugh at me. She started from music and ended up in the fitness world. And I don't know, from the outside looking in, I would say that Gabby's walking in her purpose based on the fact that she's helping others. It's not something that she's doing only for herself. She's really helping others. She's motivating a lot of young people, a lot of mothers, and yeah, she's pushing people in the right direction. So if we're looking at it that way, according to the dictionary, then I'll say yes. But I mean, only Gabby really knows if she's walking in her purpose. So I'm gonna have Gabby on. We're gonna talk with Gabby. My second guest is actually Miss Stella, who is currently online as well. And where do I start? I don't even know where to start with this lady, but this lady's gonna change the game. Let me just put it this way: she's gonna change the game. So Della is a model for Obsession Ghana, which is a modeling agency run by Links Entertainment. Not only does she do that, she's also a presenter. She was a Miss Malika 2018. She did Miss Malika last year. Oh, Della, please. What else can I say? Yeah, I mean, she's doing a lot of things. So again, when she actually comes on and we talk to her, you guys will find out. But on the topic of purpose, I can actually say, I think now I can say that I believe I am somewhat walking in my purpose. I don't think I'm fully walking in my purpose yet, because me and God are still working on it. I mean, there's a few things that I know God wants me to do, but I don't know why I'm being a rebel. I'm just being a bit like Jonah, but I don't like the way his story ended, so I'm going to change my life. But I feel like I am walking in my purpose to an extent. I do feel like what I am doing is something that I was always born to do, something that I always knew I was going to do. So in terms of my career, I feel like I am walking in my purpose. And we're getting there. I mean, this is only a piece of the pie. There's so many other things that we want to do, so many other options we're going to explore. But I feel like right now I am somewhat walking in my purpose. So, yeah. And it took a while. I mean, I talk to young people all the time, and they're always like, oh, I'm about to finish uni, I don't know what I want to do. Oh, I'm 20 this, I don't know what I want to do. I have like 16-year-olds telling me that their life is over because they don't know what they want to do. Mate, you still have your whole life ahead of you. Like, there's a saying that there's 2 great days in a person's life. I think the first one is the day that you were born, and the second one is the day that you discover what you want to do. So it is important to find your purpose. Can someone look at what someone is doing and say that they are on their purpose? I think you can look at it from the outside in, but at the end of the day, it's only the person that's doing it that will know whether it's part of their purpose or not, if that makes sense. Because sometimes things are not always what it seems. So someone might be doing amazingly well, somebody might be thriving, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this person must be walking in their purpose, and like deep down they're not even happy. And that's the story with like a lot of Hollywood stars. Like, you know, people have so much money, they can do literally anything in the world, and they commit suicide, and you're thinking, raw, like, what could have been so bad about your life that you took your life? Do you understand? So I think you can only assume, you can only look at from the outside and be like, okay, I think this person's walking in their purpose for XYZ reasons. Maybe everything is going their way, maybe they're amazing at what they do, but it's only the individual in the situation that really and truly knows if they're walking in their purpose or not. So yeah, I hope I answered your question. But yeah, I think Gabby's on. I know she's on holiday and she's really taken time out to, you know, be on the show today. So I'm just going to go straight in and I'm going to go live with her so she can go back to enjoy her holiday. That is actually so dope, you know. That is so dope. Hi!
Hi, darling.
Oh, your voice. How are you?
I'm back now, by the way. I've just lost my voice because, yeah, I was living my best life.
How was the weather?
It was amazing.
Thank
As you
God.
can hear, like, I'm back to the cold. That's why I'm wearing hoodie. My heating is on in my house.
Oh, wow.
I look rough because we just landed today.
It's okay, girl. You still look cute. All
Thanks, girl.
So, guys, this is Gabby. And Gabby, like I said, when I first met Gabby, she was doing music. She was in the music industry. I actually met her because I interviewed her on our radio.
Yeah,
That's how we met.
Special delivery show.
Special delivery show, yes.
Yeah.
So that's how we met.
Hey, cousins.
You were
Sorry, my cousins just joined.
Hi, cousins. When I met you, you were in the music scene. You were doing artist management, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so talk me about, you did artist management, and then I knew that you was working with Little Drops Productions as well.
Sorry.
And then so artist management, Little Drops Productions, you did a few charity events, and now you're into fitness. That's they're all like, they don't connect. Well, maybe except
they actually don't.
The rest don't
they
connect.
don't.
So tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Okay.
Why the
the thing is, you know what? It's really interesting that we're talking about this today because with the talent management, I think I just had to take a step back because, like you said, as you mentioned before about finding your purpose, I didn't know if I was walking in my purpose. So I've been doing artist management since 2012.
Yeah.
So I just finished uni. As you were talking about, some people are like, I don't know what to do after uni. So I just thought, oh, let me dabble in it because I was a music journalist. So I dabbled into talent management and I was doing it for a long time. And then I think I had an artist when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And that was our last artist that I properly worked with. And then
Mm.
I just thought, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I should be. And I don't think I'm getting as far as I thought I should be for someone that's been doing this for six years. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So after having my son, everyone was like, oh my God, you've snapped back. And I was just like, yeah, well, I've been active literally my whole life. My dad forced me to swim from age 5, and I've just been like an athlete, a dancer, everything you can think of since 5 years old. So I was able to lose the weight really quickly. However, I was getting so many people DMing me, and I was just like to my hubby, this is crazy. Like, I'm actually inspiring a lot of people. So I wanted to take it seriously, and that's what made me create Mummy Fitness Fun. And I've just really, really enjoyed helping. It's not just for mums, by the way, but obviously where I'm a mum, I just call it Mummy Fitness Fun. But I've just really enjoyed helping females keep fit, because a lot of people find it boring and quite they say that they get a bit scared going to the gym and stuff. So I just try and teach them that you can have fun, enjoy it, whilst feeling strong and confident whilst in the gym. So that's what I've been doing since I've had my son. But I still dabble into production management. So I do production management for a film company called Little Drops Production that my friend owns. So yeah, we focus on like short films and music videos and stuff. So that's what I'm mainly doing right now, the production management and the fitness stuff. However, this holiday actually taught me that everyone is telling me don't give up on music. I think it's just about finding the right person to manage, and then being able to balance it with being a mum. Because I think when I became a mum, I was a bit scared that I wouldn't be able to, you know, do as much as I used to before, because I now have a little person to think about. I can't just up and go, oh, your artist has got a show in Mexico, let's go next week. It's not that easy. Do you know what I mean? I've got to think about, like, just this trip that we went on, we've been planning it since last year, because I had to remember, right, we weren't allowed to take kids. It wasn't a kid-friendly wedding. So I had to, my mum doesn't live in this country, so I had to make sure that she came back to London to look after our son for us to go and come back. So even tonight, she's like, you guys go and sleep, and I'll have him for another night, because we really need to, as you can hear, I'm finished, like my voice is gone and I'm tired. So it's a lot just trying to balance everything with a child. But I think the fitness stuff has definitely been my purpose, because I've seen how I've helped, not just like when you're an artist manager, you're just helping one person, but with the fitness stuff, I've been able to help so many different people, even if they don't directly messaging me, just from what they're seeing on my fitness page is motivating them. So it's just something that makes me really happy, because I get so many people like messaging me like, thank you, you've really helped me and stuff. So I really definitely believe that I am currently walking in my purpose. So,
so off the back of what you said with the talent management, obviously you got to a point where you just thought, okay, I'm enjoying this, but you know, there's more to life than this. So what brought about that frustration per se for you to want to move on?
Well, I was managing an artist, and I gave it my all. Like, I was pregnant at the time, and I was giving it my all, to the point where I was so exhausted. And I'm not going to name drop anything, and I'm not bad mouthing anyone, but when somebody doesn't want it, you can't push them. And I think where I'd given it so much more than I thought I was even able to give, it just really disheartened me. And I just thought, I don't think this is for me. And I can't lie, it really knocked me back, like working with artists that didn't want what I'd helped give them, if that makes sense. So I can't lie, it knocked my confidence a lot. And I was just like, you know what, I think I need to take a step back, because I'm not feeling happy in the scene right now. And it's easy to compare yourself to people on social media. So I was looking at all these other female music managers, and I was like, rah, their artists are going across the globe to travel and doing collaborations with these people and getting featured on these radio stations. And it was really disheartening. I was like, maybe music isn't for me, but I need to take a step back and really just understand what I'm doing with myself right now. So that's what I had to do. And it's taken me 2 years. It's been exactly 2 years, actually. Well, almost 2 years since I stopped managing that artist. And I've heard so many people say, like, this is something that you need to really focus on. Like, you're really good at what you do, so please don't stop. Just find the right person and let God lead you the right way. So I've come back from this holiday just thinking, do you know what? I'm gonna let God work now. And if music is for me, like talent management, he will give me the right client, and I'll be able to balance it with being a mum, with all the other stuff that I do as well. So yeah.
Okay, so now that you're doing mommy's fitness and fun, you said you feel like you're walking in your purpose.
Definitely.
Okay, so me looking outside, I'll be like, okay, I could be like, raw, Gabby's walking in her purpose. She's doing X, Y, Z, all of this. But you being in the situation, what makes you feel like you're walking in your purpose right now?
I think it's because I know that I'm helping so many people. Because when people message me and say, you know, thanks for the encouragement and so forth and so forth, I'm just like, I didn't even know that I was helping people, you know, feel confident within themselves, and just helping them in their stage of, especially when you've had a child, it can be really, really difficult to feel confident and go into the gym. And even me, like when I went on holiday, it was the first time I've worn a bikini, and it was a lot for me to post a picture, but I had to remind myself that I've come a long way and people are looking up to me and actually think that I'm good at what I do. So why not? Do you know what I mean? So that's what made me realize that, yeah, I'm definitely walking in my purpose. Yeah.
I like that. And with Little Drops Productions, so what exactly do you do for Little Drops Productions?
Well, I'm the production manager, so that involves me sorting out. So say, for instance, we've got a short film, a client has come to us with a short film. It means I have to make sure that everything has been sorted from start to finish. So I have to make sure that the location is sorted, the cast is sorted, the crew are sorted, people are paid, the food is sorted, and just the whole running of the day or days is definitely sorted. So it's a really difficult role, but it's something that I really do enjoy. This is less the way. It's something that I really do enjoy doing. But I can say it's one of the most challenging roles that I've ever done. Everyone is looking at you. If anything goes wrong, if anything doesn't get shot in time, why hasn't it been shot in time, Gabrielle? What's going on? Where did we go wrong? So it's like, it's all up to me to make sure that everything is done. And I don't even know how I ended up in that role. I think it stemmed from Backchat, because I used to do, like, I wouldn't say it was production management, but I was definitely helping on set. So it was, I didn't really have a role. I was just kind of there, making sure that things were running smoothly. But then where I worked with Richard, who was part of Little Drops on Backchat, and then he had Little Drops, he was like, do you know what, Gabs? I like the way you run things, and I'd love you to be my production manager. And I was like, oh my gosh, what does that even involve? So I just kind of was thrown in the deep end at one shoot. But then I realized I actually really enjoy this. And I managed to shoot something whilst I was pregnant. I think I must have been like 7 months pregnant. And then we did the premiere for it when I was 9 months pregnant. I swear you were there.
I remember.
Yes, you see me running around with my big bump.
I was just like, the baby can drop any minute.
I know. I think I had 2 weeks. Yeah, I was 2 weeks to go. 2 or 3 weeks left of my pregnancy when we did that premiere. So yeah, it was a lot. But that was another, it wasn't production management. I suppose that was more event management. But it was for the film that we shot. So that was also a lot. But yeah, it's a really, really challenging role. But I like a challenge. So it's just something that I really, really, really enjoy doing, definitely. But with the production management, it's not like every month that we've got a client, you know what I mean? We could have probably like 4 shoots in a year. But with the fitness stuff, it's more consistent. I've got clients literally every day. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Obviously, I've landed today, so I'm like, let me rest more, Sha. Like, I'm tired. But from tomorrow, it's back to training these girls and making sure that, you know, they're getting their gains, they're losing their weight, they're getting strong. So that's all
Would you say that you happen to stumble upon your purpose? Because obviously, like we discussed, you've been through many things. So that if somebody is watching right now and they're just like, you know what, I really don't know what I want to do in life. Maybe you finish uni, or you're in a job that you thought you've always wanted, and you get there and you're thinking, okay, I don't want this. Is it possible that maybe that's just a stepping stone for you to get to your purpose.
Definitely. I think I needed to go through what I went through for me to get to where I am now, if that makes sense. Because I don't believe God puts you in situations for no reason whatsoever. So like when I fell pregnant, it's not something that we'd planned. And I've always said like, oh yeah, I want to be like a career-driven woman. I'm not going to have kids till I'm 30, And I ended up falling pregnant when I was 27, 27, 28. 27. I was 27. So I had to just confirm with my hubby. I still have baby brain. I ended up falling pregnant when I was 27, and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with myself now? I'm like, this is crazy. But that's how I just stumbled into it, because although I was always a fitness person, I didn't ever take it seriously. I didn't have like a PT qualification. I just really enjoyed going to the gym for fun. But then once I had my child, I was like, right, I'm at home now. I can't do as much as I used to when I didn't have a baby. So how can I make money while I was enjoying myself? So that's when I then decided to get qualified, so I could then start training people and making money whilst also keeping fit and enjoying it. So I just happened to stumble across that, and that was because of my son, and that was God's gift, because I didn't ever think I'd be a mum right now. It's not something I'd planned right now. Do you know what I mean? But God just said, yep, you're going to have a child. And from that child, you're going to find your purpose. And from this purpose, I just want to make sure that I just go get bigger and bigger and bigger and help more and more and more people. Because it's something that I've always wanted to do, like just to help people, especially females. Like I'm an advocate for helping females. I feel like we compete far too much. And it really saddens me, because when there's so many talented, amazing females in the industry, we should support one another and collaborate. So since I've become a fitness person, I've met such amazing females, and we always collaborate. We always support each other, always posting one another on Instagram. We're all doing the same thing, all trying to reach the same goals, but we can only get there when we're helping one another. So stumbling across my purpose has made me meet amazing new friends. One who I just traveled with to Morocco, actually, my friend Temi. And these are friends that I personally believe that I'll be able to keep for a lifetime, and that's because I just stumbled across my purpose. Do you know what I mean? By becoming a mum. So literally, it's mad.
That's amazing. That is actually that's a different story. I mean, I'm sure like your story is way different from like Della, who's going to be on next. So that's amazing. But before I let you go, because I know you're tired, I know you want to rest and everything.
It's cool, girl. I got you.
Before I let you go, what advice would you give to anyone who just feels like, you know, maybe they're trying their best, they're working hard, but nothing's really working for them, nothing's coming together, they're not seeing the full circle? Like, what advice would you give someone?
Hubby gave me a scenario today. It was on the plane. This is mad that we're talking about this. It was on the plane coming back. Sorry, I'm going to answer your question, but I need to give you this scenario before I answer.
Go on.
He told me, we're talking about this whole talent management thing. And he was like, he's seen this picture of a guy trying to dig, like he's digging, and he gives up because he's like, I'm tired of digging. And there's another person coming from the other side digging, but they don't give up. And the person that stopped giving up, all they needed to do was, I'm saying this right, they needed to hit this thing one more time to get to the goal, but they gave up and walked the other way. But the other person kept digging and managed to get the gold, because they just kept pushing through, no matter the circumstance, no matter how tired they were, no matter what wasn't going right for them, they kept pushing through. So that's what's leading me to say, if you really feel like, I personally didn't know, I was going for a quarter life crisis, I'm so sure of it, at the age of 25. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I just kept doing it. I kept doing it until God would tell me, no, this is not the direction I need you to go in. You need to go this way, and then you're going to get to where you need to get to. So I would always say, never give up, ever give up, and always ask God for guidance, because he's the only one that can give you the answer, because he's the person that's going to give us the rest of our life. He knows what path we're going through, and if we don't ask him to guide us, we'll always be sent the opposite way and get sidetracked, or we could give up too easily, because sometimes he puts us through situations to prepare us for where we're going to get to. And if you give up too easily, it means you never believed in him in the first place. So that's why I needed to hear what some of these lot were saying to me on this holiday about the talent management, like, Gabs, don't give up, but you're sick, just about find the right artist. I needed that, because I think I gave up way too easily, and I felt having a child was going to restrict me from everything. But now it's just motivated me to not give up, and I'm just going to keep pushing through and asking God to just give me the signs that I need to get to where I need to get to. So yeah, if you're Christian, always speak to the big man above and never give up, literally.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Noelle.
Thank you. This has been a long time coming. I'm so happy.
I know. You've been trying to catch me like forever.
You are very hard
busy.
to get a hold of.
I know. I usually have clients on a Tuesday evening. At this time, I'd actually be in the gym, but I'm here because I just came back from Morocco and I've lost my voice. But yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
People saying amen, all that good stuff.
Amen. Thank you for having me.
You are
welcome.
Thank you
so much. Thank you so much.
Have a great evening.
You too, darling. I'll be watching the next one. I'm really intrigued to hear all about her.
Okay, let's do this then.
Yes. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. There we go. Okay, so guys, that was Gabby, Gabrielle Louise, who is, as you know, she did talent management. I don't want to say she did, because if I say she did, it feels like she stopped, but she's coming back. So anyone that's trying to get into the music scene, I would personally say hit up Gabby, follow her, hit her up, all that good stuff. She is amazing, and I've personally like experienced her work. I've seen what she can do with artists. I've seen the transition that she's brought artists through. So yeah, even if you're not even trying to get into the industry, but you just want advice or whatever, hit her up. If you're into fitness, hit her up. Like, yeah, man, just hit her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh. So we are still on the topic of purpose. Are you? She should be my manager. I'm an artist. my next guest, who is now an artist as well, on top of everything that I said before, is online. She goes by the name of Stella, and yeah, I'm gonna go live with Della, and we're gonna talk about her story. Like I said, her story and Gabby's story is like two complete different stories. But yeah, we're gonna find out if with all the things that she's doing and all the things that has coming up, if she feels like she is walking in her purpose. So let's go live. Yay! Someone said yay. Hi, Auntie Safwa. Auntie Safwa's locked in all the way from America, you know. Hey, girl.
Noelle!
Oh my gosh, I miss you so much, you know. 1 second.
Same. I watch your partner. Come, let's eat, watch it.
Oh, I'm coming. Guys, this is my food partner, you know. This is my food partner. Wate Link Up Squad. This is our, Anyway. On the topic, so as I was saying, this is Della. Della is a model for Obsession Ghana, which is a modeling agency by Links. She's also an upcoming presenter. She did Miss Malika last year. I mean, she's my Miss Malika, to be honest. Don't at me, go and argue.
I'm blushing.
Oh, please, don't blush. Also, for those of you who got victory, this is Rhoda's cousin, Nashade's cousin. So yeah.
Oh,
it is what it is.
Whoa.
So, Stella, let's talk to me. So, I mean, do you feel, first questions first, do you feel like you're walking in your purpose right now?
Well, I would say that I'm not there yet, but I feel like I am on the road. Yes, I'm on the road. I'm walking in my purpose, but I don't feel that is what I'm supposed to do, because sometimes I feel my purpose is bigger than me. Sometimes I imagine what I can do, and I'm like, this is very small. What I can do is far, far, far better than this, and I have to do more. I challenge myself every day. Some people see me and go like, you're doing everything, you're doing the most, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I haven't started. Because sometimes I feel the kind of ideas I have, like,
Go on, tell me the kind of
I ask myself, like, who exactly do I want to be? And I remember someone asked me this question when I was in Miss Africa, that who is my role model? Thing is, I don't even have one, because what I see myself doing, I don't see anybody doing it. I haven't seen anybody. I haven't read about anybody who has done that in Ghana or anywhere yet. So I am my role model, actually, with the help of God.
I like
Simple.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, because I need to know who am I. I'm still figuring it out. Yes.
Yeah.
how do I feel fulfilled? Like, when do I feel fulfilled? What do I do that makes me feel so fulfilled? Or where am I going? Why am I on this earth? What exactly is my purpose? What exactly am I supposed to be doing? Am I doing it? Am I wasting my time? Like, all these questions keep running through my head, and I'm like, see, you need to act fast. Sometimes I feel like I need to be like, I'm young, I'm very young, yes, but sometimes I feel I don't have time. Yes, sometimes I feel I don't have.
I understand.
Yes, and sometimes I feel like I'm being useless, because I can like I can do more. Everybody can do more, but really, are we doing it? Sometimes we feel like what we are doing is not what we are supposed to be doing, because it feels too big. We can't handle. We don't have money. We don't have the experience. We don't have the skills. That's when it comes to purpose. You don't need skills. You don't need money. You just have to flow.
Come on.
It comes naturally. You see, when maybe you are to feed children, right? And you don't have money. You don't need to get money to feed children. You can go somewhere, talk to them about whatever you want to do. Someone else there will also be aligned to your purpose, and then you can pull resources together and you can make that thing work.
Wow.
But if you don't, sure.
Noelle? Initially, yeah.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Initially, when I
can you see me? Can you hear me?
You're good. When I told Della I wanted her to be my guest, she's there telling me. I messaged her. I said, Della, I need your help. She said, what? And I told her. I said, don't. And then as soon as I typed the message there, I remembered myself. I said, don't come and tell me say you're shy. I don't want to hear that. Then she was like, oh no, pressure. I was like, okay, so I'll see you actually there this time. But yeah, I mean, comments are coming through. People saying that you're preaching, you're speaking. Someone said she needs a good husband. Amen. She'll get one. Amen. Someone said you're very, very pretty. Wow. Your dimples really dimple. Let's see the forehead.
That is why I took off my wig, so you could see the forehead.
Forehead nation. I mean, yeah. Okay, so you're saying that you feel like you're walking in your purpose, but then again, you feel like your purpose is much bigger than what you want to do. So, when you say
I feel like what I'm saying is my purpose. I feel my purpose is bigger than me. I mean, it's bigger than me. I'm a kid, like I'm a child. I'm still young, but I feel I have a lot to do, a lot of things to do with very little time. You get it? I feel like I don't have time. You get it? Of course. So every day I wake up in the morning, I'm like, why did I wake up this morning? What am I to do? Why did God wake me up this morning? Every day has its story. You get it?
Of course. Yeah. I like that. I actually like that. That reminds me of that scripture in Psalms. I think Psalms, when David was like, teach me how to number my days. I like that. But yeah, in terms of your purpose, so I mean, you asked very, very, very important questions like, what is it that I want to do? Am I fulfilled? Am I satisfied? I mean, if you're not asking yourself these questions, you're actually wasting time, because can you imagine you're doing something that you feel like is your purpose? So in terms of you saying that you know what your purpose is this, you're sure like this is what God intended for you to do? This is what God created you for? Or did you accidentally stumble upon it and you thought, okay?
Yeah, this question. You know, I have never ever been someone who was interested in fashion, none of this model stuff. I have never. If you see my childhood friends, they'll tell you I'm always with the guys. We playing in the backyard. I never play with the girls because I felt they were petty, like, you know, that kind of thing. And I've never been a fashion person. Miss Malika, it was just, I was sleeping. I was like, everybody's saying you should go for Miss Malika. Do you want to go? No. I slept on it for like a month, and I was like, no, I have to. I have to, and I have to. So everything was just in a rush. Like the decision, I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my daddy. By the time they heard, people were posting my pictures. I told my sister. Later on, she had traveled to Nigeria. let me come back, let's talk about it. I was like, no, I want to start now. Like, one thing about me is once I make this decision, I become very stubborn about it. Once I make this decision that this is what I want to do, I do it. I never give up. Like, for a whole year, I wanted to read a particular course. Everybody said no. I was like, okay, if you say no, I'll wait till I'm a year older and I'll do it. And I did it. For the whole year, I felt so useless. It doesn't matter. I was doing other things. That's how come I found that I could actually be a model. Through that year that I was rejected, yes, I actually found another path. You get it? So I've never been someone who wanted to be in the media space. Yeah. Never. I've never. If you post my picture, I go like, no, you don't have to tag me, like, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I never wanted to be in fashion. I was fascinated about fashion and all that, but I didn't want it to be like my profession. Like, I always want to be behind. I don't want to be in the limelight. Like, everybody knows that, oh yeah, I'm doing great things for myself, but I don't want it to be out there. I want to shine in my own corner. You get it? Yeah. So working in my purpose, I would say that I'm in the process. I'm a work in progress, because I'm still, you know, you find your, in the process of finding your purpose, you actually get to know who you really are and what makes you fulfilled. Yes. And all these three things are in line with finding your purpose. What actually makes you fulfilled? What makes you feel like you are alive? What makes you feel like you are useful? Let me say it that way. What makes you feel like you are useful? Because sometimes you feel so useless. I told you, like, for a whole year I felt useless, because even though I was doing stuff, like I was doing stuff, but I felt useless because why? I wasn't working in my purpose. So I stumbled on this whole thing when I was waiting. So there's this waiting period. Like, this morning I tweeted something that some of us are beefing with God because he has changed his method of working on our situation. And because we feel he's supposed, okay, everybody knows that when you are going to America, you need to use a flight, and then God says you should use the boat, the what do you call it, the ship, and you get angry with God because he says you should use the ship, but you don't know that when you are going, you find out that you can be a seaman, you can be a fisherman, you can be this, you can be so many things. All, if you should have used the flight, you can never be a pilot. No. But if you had to use the flight, the ship, you would have known that you can do this. You can. So going through all that process, you should know that God cannot use your method to solve your problem. So it is a personal decision to actually admit the fact that you got angry with God at some point, and then you forgive him for changing his purpose, and you move on, trust in him. Like, that's the ultimate. Like, you need to trust in God. Me, if you ask me what is my next plan, I don't know, because I'm trusting in God. But I know that this is what I want to do. These are the things that I want to achieve. But it's not like the master plan. God has the master plan, but this is what I want to do. So if someone asks me, like, this is what I want to do, and if someone was like, what if it doesn't work? God has a master plan. You can't, I can't change it. If God doesn't want me to go this way, okay, let's say God wants you to be great. God says you be successful, but you don't have money to pay your fees. You don't have the grades. Like, everything you do isn't working. Of course. It's everything is going south. If you want to go north, it's going south. It's going left, right, center. Like, so clumsy. You don't even know what you're about in this world. Like, you shouldn't give up at all, because it will get to a time you feel like giving up, but you wouldn't have to. You don't have to at any point in time give up.
I mean, that's one thing that you and Gabby have said. Two things that you and Gabby have both said the same was never give up, one, and the waiting period. Obviously, Gabby spoke about how she was in music for like 6 years, and then she stopped, and then she just had this waiting period. And also, luckily for her, not even luckily, like, she was blessed enough that the time that she was ready to stop, God decided to give her a child, which now opened a new chapter for her next purpose. So
who's saying I'm a preacher? Oh, no way.
I mean, you are preaching, girl. What do you expect? It's in your genes. So in terms of, like, the waiting period, and it's funny that you said that, because a few weeks ago, I had a conversation with one of my pastors, Pastor Kevin, about the waiting period. Because I was like, I'm frustrated. I have no idea what I want to do. Like, I know I belong here, but there's so many sub-columns in where I belong that I don't know exactly where I fit in. So we were talking, and he was telling me about the waiting period. And he was saying that I said, in the waiting period, though, what do you do? Because there's a thing of, oh, let me just fold my arms because I'm waiting on God for God to like move me or whatever. And there's actively waiting, like, okay, you know what? I'm going to wait. But whilst I'm waiting, okay, say for instance, he used this example, yeah. Say for instance, like you want to get married in the next year, next 2 years. In that waiting period, you could start like looking for dresses, like looking for venues, doing this. That's you actively waiting as opposed to just sitting there and saying, yeah, I want to get married to like God sent man. Like, but you're not doing anything to show that you're prepared. Do you get it?
Exactly one point. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy if you think about it. That was what I was saying, that if you get angry at God for changing his method of solving or of taking you to your purpose or the process, or let's say, if you have, I was listening to Sarah Jakes Roberts this morning, and then she was like, when Moses got to the Red Sea and God was like, you have a rod. Like, he had the rod, he never knew what to use the rod for until God told him to use. You get it? So it's just about you believing in God and listening to him. You have it all. You have it. Like, you came as a full package, right? God will not create, like, let's say God will not add any other thing. We are already growing. Like, my head is already here. God will not come and add 2 heads to make me feel like I'm walking towards my purpose. Like, it doesn't even make sense. You have everything. You just have to listen. And sometimes we should be able to discern, like, certain things. You should be able to discern, like, this is not really right. It's not right, but because you think it is in line with your purpose, you want to take it by hook or crook. You want to take that risk because you've heard that life is all about risks and you are supposed to take risks and all that. So you want to take whatever road you think is best for you. Then you go, you realize that you wasted your time. You didn't listen to God. You come back and you are prolonging the process. Now God has to fix it. And in the fixing process, you get angry with God because he's fixing it and he has changed it. Like,
You're preaching.
No,
like what you're saying is making sense. I mean, wow, it's a lot. So, okay.
Yeah.
So for Della as a person, you said you feel like you're walking in your purpose. However, you're not there yet. So you're not where you want to be. So now somebody may ask, well, how do you know that you're walking in your purpose? How do you know that you're walking in your purpose?
Yeah. So, one, what you are doing, is it what the world needs, like the people around you? I'm not talking about the whole world. Like right now, what I'm doing, is it what the people around me need? Because God brings you somewhere for a purpose. Okay, so at that point in time, is it what they need? Is it what they need? Like, are you serving the purpose? Like, how I don't want to use purpose. Like, are you serving the purpose of which you are there, like where you are? And also, you need, like I was saying, to find your purpose, you would find yourself and all that. So through finding your purpose, you find yourself, you find what makes you fulfilled. So what makes you fulfilled will also make you find your purpose. Like, all these 3 questions will lead you to find your purpose. Like, what makes me fulfilled? What makes me satisfied? What makes my soul at rest? Like, what makes the fact that when I go to bed, I'll be like, oh God, I thank you. I achieved so much today. I feel so useful right now. Like, that's the kind of questions you're supposed to ask yourself every morning when you wake up. Like, why did I wake up this morning? What am I supposed to do? What purpose am I to serve? Like, what exactly am I supposed to do? Like, that's the only question you need to ask to find your purpose. And what makes me fulfilled? So after I do this, okay, whatever you want to do, maybe I'm drinking water and minding my business, doesn't make me fulfilled. If it is, that's it. Like, we are trying to live our lives according to people's criteria, and I think it really doesn't make sense, because somebody is doing A, and then you feel like because you went to the same school with the person is achieving everything with A, you should also do A. But really, maybe you're supposed to go and do Z or X, Y. You get it? So everybody should find what makes them fulfilled and what actually makes them happy. If it is farming that makes you happy, don't say because your friend is a lawyer, you need to be a lawyer. Because, well, I would say some people are not meant. School is not meant for everybody. Actually, some of us are head die. Yes, but
but it's true. School's actually not meant for everybody. Like,
yes, but you want to go to school. Yes, it's good. It's good. It's for security reasons. You can actually go to school, secure your certificate, and then
I like that.
Go and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to let anybody dictate for you. It's your life. They will be gone. You came alone. You came alone and you are doing life alone. Like, let's do life big. I always say, let's do life big. Let's do life big because it's supposed to be big. You get it?
Honestly. And another thing I've noticed is sometimes a lot of people are really scared to walk in their purpose, you know. Like, I'll be so honest with you. A lot of people are really scared to walk in a purpose. Maybe because of, I don't know, it's different reasons. Like, for example, there's one thing that, like, I'm still talking to God about, but I'm not meant to do it. Like, I'm not meant to do it. Now, to the point that he's just frustrated me, so I'm going to do it. Do you get it? But, like, a lot of people are scared to walk in their purpose for whatever reasons. But the thing is, when you start to walk in your purpose, when you start to walk in who you are, who God has made you to be, who you are ordained to be, it makes it easier for those around you to do the same.
Exactly.
There's so many people that are very scared to walk in their purpose for whatever reason. Maybe fear of failure, fear of what people will think, fear of what people will say, X, Y, Z. But once you start walking in your purpose, you realize that things start to happen so quick for you. So quick for you. And then it's just like, oh my gosh. So, like, 5 years ago, when the thing came, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do this 5 years ago? Why didn't So I think it's also in the sense of walking in your purpose. It's also a lot of, and I feel like sometimes you really have to neglect the world. Like, you really have to take time out, because at the end of the day, you need to understand that this is your purpose. Like, it's all right for you to take breaks. I mean, your friends should be able to understand that. You know, he needs this time alone. He needs this time alone. It's really important for you to always, it's like a GPS. When you go to the wrong way, it takes time to reroute and bring you back. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need time alone. Just you, no phones, no friends. You just really need to search within yourself. And like you're saying, I mean,
good. Just that. That is it.
Honestly,
if you need to cut people off, like, if you have to, you know, it gets to this point and your friends will be like, oh, now because you've reached here, so you don't mind us. Like, let me be honest with you. Nobody, we are growing. Nobody wants to babysit. So if I'm going and I'm pulling you along and you don't want to come, I'm leaving you. That's it. Like, I like for my friends to be successful. Okay. But the fact that you are still being childish and you want me to check up on every single day, and then if I don't, and then you go like, oh, you dogged me. No, nobody wants to hear that. We are growing, we are maturing. We can't be checking up on each other, but you should know that I'll be there for you. You have to be there for me. It's simple like that. You don't have to. We are all busy chasing our purpose. We are busy. Of course. Everybody will say nobody is really busy. They'll make time for what? Okay, yes, but we are all busy.
Of course.
We are all busy. The fact that we chat with our friends and everything, whatever it is, you still make time, but you're still busy. You need to find your purpose. So yes, everybody that thinks that where you are going is higher than they are, and they think they can't tag along and they can't tap in your energy, and they want to use their negative energy to bring you back. Really, I'm sorry, I have to say bye-bye.
Cool. Cut it.
No energy and no bad energy. Like, you see, it works like that. Everybody goes wherever they are appreciated. So if I come to you, and so you realize that some people will be like, you found new friends and you don't mind the old friends again. That's not the case. Like, sometimes you go where you are appreciated. Like, you go the kind of energy you need. If your old friends are like, you've dogged us, and if that's not the kind of energy you need, you cut them off. People come, like, they go like every day, they're like, you're doing this, they're like, you can do, like, what do you think I'll do? I'll go to them and be like, I can't do this. They'll be like, you can do it.
Of
I
course.
need it.
So are you saying that in the search of finding your purpose and walking in your purpose, the people that are around you are important in this process?
Exactly. Because I told you that you need to know that the people around me, is it what they need now? Like, is it what they need? The kind of people around me, like let's say children, and then you are in a school with kids and they are selling what, maybe 5-year-old to 6-year-old, they are selling sanitary pads. Is it what they need? No, that's not what they need. You need to give them what they need, like maybe candy bars, power, those things. That's what they need. So where you are right now, are you giving them what they need? Are you giving them the kind of energy they need? Because the kind of energy you exude around you is the kind of energy that people tap in and then treat you the same. So if you're not giving them good energy, if you're not fulfilling your purpose, sometimes somebody needs you to fulfill your purpose to be able to start there. So if you are wasting your time, someone is waiting for you. Like, someone is waiting for you
literally,
to build your school so that they'll give birth. Someone is waiting for you to build your school, Noelle. So they give birth and bring their child to your preschool.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, quickly, before I let you go.
Hi, someone say hi to Opokusana first.
Hi,
Mr. saying some of my followers are. Oh, I really appreciate it.
There's loads of your followers. Before I let you go, like, what's the one advice
Noelle,
you give to any young person that's watching you right now? No, you know what? Let's not even put purpose to young people, because there's some adults that are not even walking in their purpose. There's some adults that haven't even tapped into what they're meant to do. So, like, just on the topic of purpose, before we let you go, what advice would you give to anyone?
Well, like I was telling you, if you tell me what is my next plan, I know it, but I don't know it, because that's not a master plan. Whenever you are making plans, you need to put God in the middle. Like, what if this is not the method God wants to use to get me to wherever I want to? I want to be. Because I was telling you that if God says you'll be successful and then you realize that you can't pay your school fees, you're not getting the grades. Like, you're in school and God says you'll be successful. Like, why can't I get my grades? Like, then what else? Because I don't have any talent. I can't sing. I can't draw. I can't do anything. And you are saying that I'll be successful and I'm not even getting my grades. So what is it? So every time that you need to do something, you need to inquire from God. You need to discern that, is this the right path? Is it what I'm doing? If you draw your plan and it doesn't go as planned, you should wait for God's plan. That is it. It's simple like that. Me, I trust in God. Like, I walk with God every day. Every day when I wake up, I be like, God, so what is this? Chimmy, I see you, Chimmy, my Nigerian baby, I see you. Okay, yes. So that's it. Like, every single day before I go to sleep, I be like, God, I need you to talk to me in my dreams. Like, it's something I do every day. I need you to talk to me in my dreams, because sometimes I go like, what am I doing tomorrow? It's not as if I don't have anything to do, but I mean, what am I really doing tomorrow? So yes, everything that you're doing to find your purpose, you need to ask God first. You need to discern, and you need to have a relationship with God. Seriously, even if you don't go to church, have a relationship with God. If you don't go to church, just have a relationship with God. It all that matters, because we are doing life big. You get it?
That's it. Of course. Thank you so much for being my guest. Thank you so much for coming on, my watching partner. I mean, we'll talk. I'll give you a call after the show. We'll talk.
Sure. Don't come and blast me.
I won't. I won't. But yes, guys, that was Miss Stella. Do follow her. She actually, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Do follow Della. She is in a movie that's coming out. So the Sugar movie, Shout Out to Kiddy, is coming out this weekend, Friday, 31st of May, and she's actually in the movie. That's one thing she didn't say. She's also an actress, so she will be in the movie. So for those of you that are in Ghana, please do support. You guys know me, I'm all about support, all about pushing others. So the Sugar movie, support her. get your tickets, go and see her, all of that, follow her network. I mean, as you can see, she's very open. She gives good advice. So if there's anything that you guys want to talk about further, hit her up. I have got 6 minutes left of the show. I want to give a big shout out to Gabby for tuning in and for talking to us. I want to give a big shout out to Miss Bella for also talking to us. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I say this every week, week in, week out. I do not take it for granted that you guys are here. I mean, it's a Tuesday night, 8 to 9. You guys could be doing so many other things with your time right now. But the fact that you guys come here every Tuesday, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, God bless you guys. I don't take it for granted at all. I appreciate it so much. I hope that today's topic on purpose has been enlightened for you. I hope that you guys have learned stuff. You guys have taken stuff away. 5 minutes left. You know what? I'm really trying to do this properly because the past 2 episodes, I'll just be talking. I'll be talking and the thing will cut off. Hi, Beryl. I'll be talking and the thing will be cutting off, and it's so rude because when I'm now trying to put it together and edit it, it's long. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. So many comments, so many people on. Shout out to Della, shout out to Kumi, shout out to Dami, shout out to Auntie Evelyn. Shout out to Auntie Evelyn. Auntie Evelyn, mwah. Shout out to Auntie Adrian. Goldust, I see you. Opoku, I see you. Thank you all for tuning in. If you guys are enjoying it, like I said, we have 2 more episodes left. So next week, we're again going to talk about purpose, but we're going to look at it from the spiritual angle. So I'll have 2 pastors on to talk to us about purpose from a spiritual angle. You might be walking in your purpose in your career, but spiritually, are you walking in your purpose? Are you doing what God wants you to do? Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, I know the plans that I have for you, plans of good and not of evil. Plans that will bring you to an expected end. So are you doing what God wants you to do? Are you where God wants you to be? If you're not, if you feel like you're not sure, don't worry about it. Next week, we're going to have 2 pastors talk about, I don't want to announce the pastors yet, but I'll let you guys know next week, Monday. So we're going to be talking at purpose from a spiritual angle. I'm so excited. I can't wait because, like I said, I had this talk with one of our pastors, Pastor Kevin, and it was so needed. Like it gave me the lift me up that I needed. So if it's worked for me, I know it's going to work for you guys. So I can't wait for us to have this talk. And then we have 2 more weeks left, guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Yeah. So I want to thank you all again for tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's locked in. Guys, I hope that you walk in your purpose. I mean, it's very important that you have a relationship with God. Like Della said, even if you don't go to church, have a relationship with God, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. If your relationship with God is not right, everything else, every other relationship that you get into is going to be really hard. I learned that the tough way, guys. So keep with God. Honestly, He's the best for you. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed Talks with Noelle today as much as I have. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm signing out. Make sure if you're in Ghana, you go and see the Sugar movie. Thank you all so much. God bless you. I love you. See you next week on Talks with Noelle. And we are out.